Good morning, friends. It is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all enjoyed your day with family and friends. And it's also Small Business Saturday. And so I wanted to encourage you guys today to support your local small businesses, support your friends who are small business owners. Small businesses make the world go round. I have such a heart for people who are doing their own thing and putting their neck out there every day, and trying to support themselves and their families. So go out and support all of those local businesses. I wanted to just talk to you guys real quick about how I got started being a small business owner, because I think sometimes we have this idea in our head, like, maybe people wake up with a plan and they wake up with an idea of how to make money, and they wake up with like being real business minded and figuring out how to put all the pieces together to make a successful business. And that is not at all like my story or what happened to me. I actually have a degree in computer information systems. I joke about it all the time because I got my degree when I was 30, which I know y'all think was yesterday, but was 13 years ago, which really is not that long ago in like years, but was like a lifetime ago when it comes to technology. So I got my degree when I was 30 in computer information systems. I worked at a desk job that I hated. I remember the day that I had to decide, do I want to be an interior designer or do I want to be a computer person? And the only reason I picked computers was because I thought I could make a better income at computers than what I could at design work. And so God's been real faithful to redeem that really poor decision and somehow still navigate me into my destiny anyway. But what I wanted to tell you is when I started out, it wasn't, okay, I'm going to have a faux finishing business where I sell things online and I have all these girls that work for me. And like I had no plan, right? I just had a desire to make some things pretty and a desire to not have to go back to the job that I hated, which was sitting in a cubicle all day long, trying to pretend that I gave a crap about software development and sit there and Google faux finishing all day long and spend my poor employer's dollars, which I would never suggest any of you do. But so I started my business, and right after I started my faux finishing company, and I like went to all these different designers places with my portfolio and stuff. And I was determined I was not going back to a cubicle. And that, I think it was my key, is that I was so desperate to not have to do what I hated again that I was willing to do anything to make sure that this business flew. And so I loved painting. I loved making people's walls pretty. I never planned on having people come to work for me, but before I knew it, I was pregnant. And then I was like, okay, how do I still do what I want to do, but have a baby? And now I don't want to work full time. I mean, I've got this precious little son at home. And so that's when I started having other people work for me. I never once sat and made a conscious decision, okay, I'm going to start my business and I'm going to have all these other people around me to do stuff for me. That never was on the horizon. So it started with one person working for me and painting for me. And I found out that I was really good at doing the behind the scenes stuff. Like I was really good at getting us jobs, and I was really good at dealing with builders, and I was really good at finding new clients. But the day-to-day operations stuff, I wasn't that great at. A, I got bored easily, and B, I wanted to be home with my kids. And so then I had to rethink, okay, now what can I do to make this business fit into our life? And we kept getting busier and busier and busier. So then it was 2 people working for me, and then it was 3 people working for me, and then it was 4 people working for me, and then it was, more babies, and then all of a sudden I have 3 kids and 4 girls working for me, and the thing just kind of kept going and kept going. And then, in the last year and a half, all of a sudden I'm like, I need help. I need an assistant. Never once did I start my business thinking that someday I would have an assistant answering emails for me and helping me. I mean, I'm saying this all to say that sometimes I think my arm's getting tired, by the way, like I need a stick for selfie videos. I think we have this thought in our head when we look at other people's businesses that maybe they had this great plan, or they had, some business advisor like help them lay it all out. And most of the time, I don't think that's how it happens. I think that it's how it happens is you just do the next step, and then God honors that. And then you do the next step, and then God honors that. And then you do the next step, and the next, and the next. And suddenly You have something that you never dreamt that you would have in the beginning, and had you been responsible for dreaming it up, it would have never been this good. And so I want to just encourage you guys that if you don't have a plan, I didn't have a plan. I don't think a lot of small business owners have a plan. My only plan that I had was not to fail. I was determined to do whatever I had to do to not have to go back to a job that I hated. And that was my plan. And that has been proven to be very successful to me, and God has honored that. And so make that next step, and make that next step, and make that next step, okay? You can do it. I'm rooting for you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go out there and spend some dollars with small businesses. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.